performances here at the half at Skyview in Smithfield. Pretty good performance by both teams in the first half. Second period, not quite as good as the first. Logan outscoring Skyview 19-12 in that first period. And then the second period, Logan only scoring 4 points. Skyview only scoring 10. But we talk so many times, and we kind of keep track of single-digit quarters. How many single-digit quarters does a team have? You can generally survive having one, but if you have multiple, boy, that usually means a loss unless you're playing some lights-out defense. So we'll keep an eye on that. Skyview's had their single-digit quarter, or excuse me, Logan has. Skyview's been pretty consistent with a 12-point quarter and a 10-point quarter.
Let those balls fly. 1, 2, 3. Let them go.
Both teams starting to make their way out of the locker room. They wait now as they have a little promotion here at the half.
5, 4.
And in just a moment, Lee Vaughn will have one of the coaches for us. He'll have Coach Kevin Anderson of the Skyview Bobcats in just a moment here. The season winding down for both of these squads. And now it looks like Lee Vaughn's got Kevin Anderson down on the sideline. Let's go hear what Coach Anderson has to say.
Coach Anderson, Logan came out a house of fire in that first quarter, but you guys fought back. What'd you tell your kids at halftime?
Well, you know, we didn't match their intensity the first quarter. They came out with a lot more intensity than we did. And, you know, we got to match that. In the second quarter, we're able to play a little better. I'd say we're in for a dogfight right now.
Doubling hard on the big men down low. What'd you tell them?
Yeah, we're going to try to make a couple adjustments, and we got to get some more points in the paint.
Okay, good luck, Coach. Back to you, Eric Olson.
All right, 23-22. Logan hanging on to that 1-point lead at the half here in Smithfield. We'll be back with the second half. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Academy, your club, your results, your life.
And Logan huddles up as we get to start the second half. They hold a 1-point lead, and they led almost the entire first half. Brief lead by Skyview early in the first period, but Logan led by 7 after 1. And now they lead by 1 after 2. This team's coming down the stretch. In fact, Skyview and Logan each with just 2 more games after this one. Lee Vaughn back with us. High above the floor here. Skyview.
A lot of stairs.
As high as you can get in here. Corbell throws it away as he was looking for Oliverson, and Murphy stepped in front.
Not a good sign to start the second half. Turn it over immediately.
Both teams with 8 turnovers in the first half. That was number 9 for Skyview. That's the one thing they would like to change as they head toward the playoffs.
They really got to get that rectified. Just to hang on and get the first seed out of this region is going to be contingent upon the turnover battles.
Johnny Luke ducks up and under an arm and tries to jackknife one up. Had no chance. And Skyview looking for the lead. Knowles, long 3. It's long and it's short. Johnny Luke, 2-on-2 all the way up, not even looking. Puts that one up over his shoulder. I think he was looking for some contact. Didn't get it.
And Coach Brown's letting him know you got to get a better look than that, son.
You're going to go hard, huh? Go hard or go home. Oliverson down low. Up and under move, and it drops in. Quite honestly, Logan has no one that can match Casey Oliverson.
There's not many guys in 4A that have somebody who can match him one-on-one.
Skyview takes the lead. With 6.5 minutes to play in the third. 24-23. Johnny Luke, straightaway three. Rims out of there, rebounded by Oliverson. Cannon takes it away and picks up the foul. Kevin Cannon's played really hard. 6 points. The senior working hard down there against those bigs of Skyview. Giving up a couple of inches. Giving up about 5 inches.
Yeah.
Corbell has it swatted away by Benyon.
Benyon's going to get nailed for that one. Looks like Corbell instigated the contact.
Benyon picks up his second. Not many free throws in this ball game in the first half. Skyview took 6 free throws. Logan with 4.
Too many turnovers to get any fouls.
Down low, Nielsen in traffic. And the throwdown, followed by Oliverson. 9 for Oliverson. And an offensive foul. Did they call it a foul? No, they just called a turnover.
I think Coach Brown with a good timeout, get his kids' heads back in the game.
Excellent timeout as things really starting to shift Skyview's way. They lead by 3. But the momentum changing play we saw in the first half. Casey Oliverson followed up a miss that he probably could have thrown down, but he just tapped it softly home. That time he followed a miss with 2 hands and popped the rim.
Well, Logan also gets that in their head, plus a couple of calls that are questionable, could have gone either way, and that's a good timeout by Coach Logan Brown to regather the troops.
Anderson has to like what he sees out of his team coming out of the half. It's not time to mess around when you have a 1-game lead on the 2 teams that you're playing next.
Both 7 and 5.
You do not want to go into that game, either of those games, with a tie. In a tie, here's a turnover for Logan or Skyview. Down low, Cannon lets everybody go by and then flicks it up with the left hand too hard. Somehow gets the offensive board.
Well, he knew how badly he was going to miss that, so he knew where it was going to come down.
Murphy had nothing to do but try the shot. 1 3-pointer for Logan, and that was by Russell Murphy earlier. Only 2 for Skyview. Knowles hit them both. Johnny Luke out to Benyon. Logan trying to attack, kind of getting themselves in trouble down there in the trees.
Well, you got to get a good look, and none of these guys are really making that clean pass.
Sage Nyman, that one's short. Oliverson turns it over. He was getting harassed by 3 Grizzlies, which is really no good for anyone.
No.
And he turns it over.
Take a look at the replay here, brought to you by Baldwin Optical. Nyman goes up strong, and you see Oliverson get a hold of it, but a lot of guys reaching. There's his left foot, finds its way to the blue line.
Somehow Johnny Luke comes out of there with that basketball. And he throws that down into the feet. They're going to the Bobcats.
This Johnny Luke at 6 feet tall, but I think that's stretching it by a couple inches.
Free throw line jumper by Nyman, good. Got himself into a little bit of a rhythm. Put that one down, and it's a 1-point game. Nyman takes that one away. Johnny Luke hits the deck. Skyview comes out of there with it.
Well, Johnny's got to be aware that Sage has stolen that ball, and he's got to spring and get it. Doesn't really ever find it. Turns it right back over.
Corbell brings Benyon away from the basket, and Murphy knocks that one out of bounds.
Entering for the Grizzlies, number 2, Greg Bernier.
There's that replay where Nyman goes down low and gets it, and Johnny Luke is just standing too close to even see that he finally picked his pocket. By then it's too late. Skyview's back all over it.
Ty Nielsen with the double clutch. Can't get it to go. Corbell. Follow won't go, and it's a jump ball and goes back to Logan.
Nielsen gets a couple of shots at it. Still can't get it to go.
Well, that one taken away from Greg Bernier, who's in the ball game for the first time for Logan. And now another turnover as Moore moved his feet. Oh my goodness. Came to a basketball game and a junior jazz game broke out.
The officials seeing some shenanigans between Nielsen and Bernier.
See if we can see the travel here. It wasn't there. Bernier crosses the timeline. His team down by a point. Reaching in and getting the foul is Ty Nielsen.
Foul assessment, Bobcats, Ty Nielsen.
3:35 to play as the Skyview student section looks on.
Bernier hustling in the backcourt, although slight of stature, still a senior.
That looked like a walk by Murphy. 11 turnovers for Logan, 12 for Skyview. 3.5 to play here in the third period. Logan scored 4 points. I'll check that. Logan scored 2 points. Skyview scored 4.
Oh,
I talked about it while you were gone at the half. You know how we track that single-digit quarters.
Yeah.
Logan had one in that second period, only 4 points.
As sloppy as this third quarter has been, only 2 team fouls on Logan and 1 on Skyview.
Sadler gets a hand on that one and knocks it out of bounds. Yeah, it's not sloppy foul sloppy. It's just been sloppy.
Yeah. It's been preseason first of the year sloppy.
Johnny Luke knocks that one away from Corbell for a moment, and he finds Grayson Moore.
Cannon gets caught. His hand in the cookie jar or Corbell's face. You choose.
Oh, they call it on Murphy actually down low.
Whoa.
Fouls on Logan's Russell.
I guess I could have chosen either one.
Yep. There's Ty Nielsen. He'll throw it in. Moore. Jumper won't go. Oliverson, backside rebound, throws it out of bounds.
Stepped on the line.
Off of Cannon, yes, he stepped on the line before. He was airborne.
Entering for the Grizzlies, number 5, Sage Nyman, and number 20, Jordan Larson.
Jordan Larson and Sage Nyman in for Bernier and Luke.